How you doing?
Good evening.
How you doing, Mr. Albert? How you doing? Me and you
Very
again,
well.
right? We're back. We're back at it. How you been? How you been? You been good?
Yeah, no, I'm very well, thanks. Yeah.
Um,
Um, I thought maybe because we've done a few of these now, so let's give people a chance
Come on.
to get to know us a little bit
All right,
first.
cool.
So, could I get you to introduce yourself and
Come on, guys.
say a
Come
little
on.
bit about you?
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
For those of you that know me, probably on here as Dev Fitness, but yeah, my name is Devin Strode. Originally, I'm from a beautiful island called Grenada. That's obviously in the Caribbean, for transparency's sake. But a little bit about myself. Prior to obviously what I'm doing right now, which is about engineering and entrepreneurship. I was in the military. I did 7 years in the military. The reason why I got into the military because I wanted something more. Like most people, I came from humble beginnings as obviously a guy growing up with my mom because my dad passed away at the age of 6. So we were really humble beginnings in the sense like it was hard growing up. Like my mom, as a single mom, like she had to provide for 8 siblings, and it wasn't the easiest task for her in the sense. So I came to a point in my life where I was 17, and I was like, okay, I needed something more for myself. So I decided to join the military. So I joined the military thinking that's gonna be like my perfect life type of thing. So going to the military, not knowing what to expect. Came there by myself, and it was just like, oh my god, it was really daunting at the sense. I was nervous, wasn't too sure, and on my journey it was a bit like, oh, I thought that was like the one thing I wanted to do, but I realized I wasn't fulfilled, and I thought like there's something more. So I did my 7 years in the army. It was a good experience, but that being said, I was like, oh, that's not the one. So I decided to become an engineer. So I did electrical engineering, a little bit of fiber engineering, but also I thought that would be the thing that humbled me in the sense like, yeah, that's my passion. But I realized like I had a passion for coaching. That's how I got into like personal training and life coaching, and that's where I found my true nature, my true passion. And I love stuff like that, like interacting with people and just getting to know people on a personal level. So that's a little bit about my story. I mean, personally, I could go a little bit in depth with that, but I just wanted to keep it nice and humble for today. But yeah, that's a little bit about myself. What about you?
Okay. What can I say about myself? I have a background in IT. I've been in the IT industry for 20 plus years, like you, and partly motivated by the fact that I'm a single dad. I'm always thinking of finding extra source of income.
Yeah.
I have a background in trading. I'm actually quite a bit of a crypto fanatic. But where my focus is at the moment is in the travel industry, and there's various reasons for that. But yeah, that's a bit about me. Like you, I don't want to go into too much detail today because we have a special guest today, and we don't want to steal their thunder.
Definitely, let's get on here for sure, man. But I'm excited for today, though.
Yeah,
there's a lot of
me too.
Nuggets to obtain for today. We got my friends on here. I got a few guests in there. Hey, how you doing, Tammy, boss? How you doing? You all right?
It's a pleasure, guys. How are you? I'm very well, thank you.
I'm amazing, man. I'm so excited for today, though. How you day been so far?
It's been a day, man. It's been a day. We had work, learned a lot, to be fair. So obviously now that I'm working in construction, actually I'll give you a bit of background about myself to put it into context a little bit. So I worked in care work for 4.5 years, but I've recently moved into construction. So I've just literally been trying to learn as much as I can and just challenge myself to actually be the most I can be within that industry.
Yeah, amazing. Amazing.
Good. I managed to speak to a lot of higher up individuals that put me onto a lot of good knowledge about ways to move and progress my career within the in the construction industry.
Amazing. Let me just go a quick little introduction of yourself. Just get this to show the guests who you are as a person. But yeah, Tammy, I met Tammy I think it was like two weeks ago in Birmingham as a young entrepreneur, very ambitious, motivated individual. So Tommy got obviously his own media company. That's obviously that kind of got my attention when I spoke to him at the age of 22. He had his obviously his own media company. I think it was. Is this 5 years you had it there when you were 2018? Yeah.
Yeah, about 5 years now.
Wow. And he was a startup company. He started in uni. The idea came up, and right now he's excited. I'm excited for the project, and he's just here to help a lot of people. But yeah, today it's all about him. I'm trying to get some more information about what he does, and I definitely want to invest into what he does as a social media and marketing. I call him an expert, but he can call himself whatever he wants. But yeah, I like what he does, though. But yeah, for no further ado, just tell me a little bit about yourself, Tommy. A little bit.
Okay, so I'm 22. Let's keep it, okay, I'll keep it more so towards obviously the marketing aspect, because that's going to be the main focus of the conversation. So I went to uni in 2018 to study psychology, health and well-being in society. But when I got there, it wasn't what I expected it to be at all. It really wasn't. And it was a lot more theoretical knowledge with limited practical application, which that didn't sit well with me when you're paying 50 grand and you're spending 4 years of your life to be put in a pool of people who are going to have the exact same qualifications. It's not going to like put you in a leg up to get the job. Nah, you're in square one again. And then in my head, I was like, okay, what can I do to kind of give myself a leg up? Get a PhD, get a master's, I can do all of these things, but square one, I'm still going to be competing against people who have more experience, more accolades than myself coming out of uni. So I ended up dropping out of uni because I didn't like the progression of the journey. I didn't like the journey which laid out before me. I just didn't like it. So in my head, I was like, okay, psychology with health and well-being in society, I can become an NLP practitioner, so I can help people through neuro-linguistic programming, and that's actually more beneficial than therapy, in my opinion, anyway, because it's actionable steps to change your situation.
Perfect.
And then, in regards to the health and well-being in society, I can learn how to become a personal trainer. So I can learn two very important skills, which basically encompass the subject which I would have had to spend 4 years to learn. And that kind of started me along the journey of learning skills.
Love that.
Which obviously snowballs in social media. While I was at uni, it was like I wanted to make a bit more money on the side, but I didn't really know. Of course, everybody wants to make a bit more money on the side at uni.
Yeah.
Money on the side anytime. So I was just looking around, and similar to yourself, Chit, I dabbled in Forex marketing. Not Forex marketing, Forex trading. And I had some great wins on gold, but it was some very painful learning experiences and very expensive lessons. Very expensive lessons. But I decided that it was a bit too risky for myself because of the lack of knowledge I had in the subject. So after that, I pivoted and I was thinking, how can I make money, but I don't have to put money out? Like, I don't have to invest money into this thing. I can just learn something, be valuable to somebody else, solve a problem that they have. And it's like similar to the quote Elon Musk said, in this life, you're paid in proportion to the size of the problem you solve.
Amen. Facts.
So I was like, okay, sweet. For me, I'm good with people, and I understand. Well, I like to. At that point in time, I thought I understood psychology. So I was like, right, okay, I'm pretty sure I could help somebody sell something. I'm good at taking photos. I love my cars, so I've always been good at taking photos of cars. And I was like, right, content marketing. I can take pictures of your product, take videos of you doing your service. I can make it look nice, send you the video. Yeah, you can pay me for that. Sweet. So that's when where my social media marketing
Lovely,
journey
lovely.
began, helping out local businesses take photos for their Instagrams.
That's amazing, man. I love the idea that you actually saw the niche out there as a person in uni. Did you saw the niche of the when you were in uni? And did you help your friends within uni, or did you get the business up and running in terms of like putting yourself out there? Was it with friends and family, or was it just
Entirely myself at that point.
how was it?
So I've had assistance from the people around me who've shared knowledge, shared insight, shared opportunities to help me grow. They've put me onto something that they may have seen, but in terms of the idea of social media marketing, that I'd learned from YouTube. In all honesty, YouTube really showed me the idea. Showed I learned how to learned how to do all the skills I learned all the skills necessary to complete social media marketing from YouTube. People like Iman Gaji, Adam Earnhardt, Jordan Platten, just all the big social media, Joel Kaplan, like all the big social media marketing names. I just saw these guys like making £10,000 a month, and they're making it look so easy. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Because one thing I understood fundamentally, we're not that different.
We're not.
We're really not. We're not that different. The only reason you're in the position you're in is because you know something that I don't know.
Come on.
And you know how to apply that thing that I don't know. But if I can figure out those two things, what it is and how to apply it, I can be in that position.
I love that mindset, man. Amazing. Amazing. Go on, Abs. I know you're excited.
Me?
Yeah, your turn. Go ahead.
Oh, right. Yeah. No, it's no, I was just laughing because you said that you had a bit of a background in trading as well. Now, I just wanted to address that ever so slightly, because some people, as a result of it, here's my take on it. I don't think any of these experiences are a waste of time, even though they might be painful. My take is that with trading and crypto and things like that, the difference is that the learning curve is steeper and more painful if you don't know what you're doing and you don't have the time to invest it. So I am still very much an advocate for that industry, but you have to be humble and have a reality check. So long as I'm in the position I'm in now, in the sense that I'm still working, I'm not fully independent yet, and it's an industry that you have to respect it, and people tend to go into it not respecting that is a skill set that needs to be acquired patiently over time. Now, I think we've probably made a similar decision in the sense that where, like I said, I haven't left that industry. It's just that my focus isn't there. But there are other ways of earning money that are not so painful, like you said about learning a skill that doesn't cost you money in the meantime. So I like what you said. So I can definitely relate to that. So what is your, with that being the case, what kind of vision do you have in terms of the social media journey or the digital marketing journey that you're now on?
The journey I'm now on, I look at it as a learning phase and then an earning phase. So it took me a while to get into that mindset because, full transparency, I was chasing the money. I was chasing the money. I tell you, I was chasing, and I didn't realize how incompetent I was at fulfilling the task to produce the necessary results for a client, for them to be able to justifiably pay me the price I was asking. And it took a while for me to accept that I was pretty incompetent at the time. It took a while, but it hits a point where you run into so many walls. You're like, right, all these guys are saying no, and I think I'm good, but anytime I touch their accounts, yeah, I can grow it, but it's nothing step back like, wow, you really work some magic here. And I realized that's the problem. I'm not that good. And then, are you guys familiar with Alex Hormozy?
With who, sorry?
Alex Hormozy.
Not quite.
Okay, so
not top of my head, no.
Okay, so he's a marketing and sales guy who basically founded this program called Gym Launch, and he used to help gym owners expand their businesses, grow an online presence, and actually take their gym to the next level in that sense, help them make a new stream of income, and also launching gyms as well. So one thing he said, to be extraordinary, it's not about doing anything extraordinary in itself. It's about doing an ordinary thing for an extraordinary amount of time. And that's kind of what led me on to understanding specialization and how specialization can take you to be worth more because you're the guy who can fix the subtle problem, which will have the greater effect on the actual whole landscape of the situation.
Yeah.
And that's led me from the beginning of A2B Media, which was a content creation agency, to A2B Leads, which I was thinking, okay, how can I generate leads? Because taking photos, organizing albums, that's too much of a headache. And now into A2B Consults, where I'm at now, which is a complete rebrand, but I realized I want to go into consultancy. I want the journey to take me there now. After 4.5 years of learning, I have a good understanding of how to take someone's social presence as a whole, as I've learned the different aspects, content marketing, social media management, like when to upload photos, what to do to get the best engagement. I never really dabbled too heavy into email marketing. Video marketing, I looked at. Copywriting, I looked at. Obviously, structuring the text to provide value for customers, get them hooked in with a lead magnet, obviously working through the funnel, etc. And SEO, search engine optimization, which is utilizing keywords to get people to actually get to your site. So let's say on Google, as Google is a search engine that utilizes keywords to search. It doesn't use phrases. So if I can get into my customer's headspace, I can figure out what you're going to type to try and find that item. And if I can attach that key phrase or keyword to that item, when you search car repairs, car servicing in Coventry. The only reason I say that is because I'm working with a garage currently in Coventry, MRB Automotive, who I'm helping out with that. So let's say you search car garage in Coventry. We'll attach those keywords to the business profile in that way. So then you are directed directly to them. And I realized, right, I've learned all of this. Why don't I charge an hourly rate of the knowledge I have? And as I grow in competency and my results speak for themselves, I'm able to demand a higher price per hour.
Definitely.
And I decided to take that route as where I want to go instead of the traditional route of a monthly retainer. Because sometimes that can be very tricky to negotiate. And in our current economic state, not many people have the money to throw around 1-2K retainers.
Yeah, true. Mad. Yeah. So I got a question for you. I know we were talking about niches. I heard when you talk about the SEOs, that's obviously kind of diving into the niche. So for somebody like just starting their company, right? And they literally on social media, what advice would you give them in terms of like a present to get their business popping to their niche? So for example, myself, I'm into the fitness niche, right? I start my business. I want to get my brand popping. What sort of things do I need to do as obviously a marketing expert to get my brand out there to the people that I need?
Well, one of of the easiest ways, the most fail-safe ways, is paid advertising.
Yeah.
Paid advertising is one of the most foolproof ways to get your business in front of as many eyes as you want. And the good thing as well with paid advertising, you can alter exactly where your ad goes. So you can target it to specific people.
Mm-hmm.
And then in your end, Dev, what you would do is you'd build a customer avatar, your dream customer. Because one mistake that I made myself so much at the very beginning is trying to make an ad which will resonate with a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like when you cast your net too wide, you don't catch anything.
Come on. I love that.
You don't catch anything. You have to know what you're looking for, be targeted with intent, and you'll get what you want.
I love that.
So
Mad.
Build a customer avatar and basically construct this as a real person. What does this person think? What does this person do? What's their day-to-day like? What do they like? What do they want? Like, just imagine a real person and tailor your ad to them to fix whatever problem your product, service, and also in your situation, personal fitness, health and fitness, would fix. So your customer avatar, let's say, it might be someone who is of a larger size, more obese. They are not happy within themselves. So you press on certain pain points. That you would do that in your video or your copy. So are you unhappy with yourself? Is your self-esteem not where you want it to be? Are you not very happy when you look in the mirror? So you want to really make them feel it. Make them feel it. Like, you, through having a custom avatar, what you get to do is talk directly to the person. And when they're reading it, because you've constructed that message for like you, I'm talking to you, this is that, they'll feel it. They will really feel it. It's an emotional buy-in. And then that's when you've got them hooked now. So now you provide some value within your post that you've made.
Yeah.
Help them. Like, actually help them build rapport with your audience. Well, with your customer avatar, which every person in your audience will be able to relate to your customer avatar to a certain degree, because your product, service, i.e. health and fitness, will be helping them fix a problem which they resonate with internally.
I love that.
And
amazing.
So I'm going to be a tiny bit rude because we have a limited time. So with what you're saying, so you've got a lot of experience, but what kind of vision do you have for, let's just say, 5 years time? Who and where are you at that point in time in your journey?
5 years time?
Yeah.
Well, 5 years time, I'm going to be 23 in September, so let's just call it 28. By 28, I aim to have A to B consults running entirely independently. So I want to be overseeing everything. I would like to have a company that's run with my morals and ethics as the foundation for the company. So it's all about affordable help for people, helping grow local businesses, and actually getting the local business market back to where it is. Because at the minute, I don't like the way everything's becoming corporate. All the big people at the top are just buying everything, and it's for me, I find it very interesting, because I don't want it to happen. I like the capitalist system that we have. Everybody's striving, everybody's going for it. So I want to kind of do my bit to play into that. And for me personally, I want to be free, financial freedom, time freedom, and I want to help people around the world. I want to be free to actually go and experience this domain that God made for us.
I love that. That's deep, man. I appreciate the answer as well. I love the answer. In terms of like impact, what impact would you love to leave on the world? You know?
On the world?
Yeah, when you live this world, what impact you want to leave?
That's a heavy question.
Love.
Okay, me as a person, I'm a person who operates with very little filter. And I think the impact I want to have, obviously, I have a different company, Prism, which is a bit of mental health with the mental health brand.
Yeah.
Front-facing clothing brand, but on the back end, mental health. We help with journaling, people socializing with each other,
Wow.
having a goal in life, working towards a set goal, obviously staying in healthy shape.
Wow.
And journaling is a big part of that. So for me, I would want to be the guy who sparked controversial conversation that needs to happen.
Ooh.
So I would like my life to be remembered as someone who said very outlandish things, but he sparked the conversation that later came to more peace overall, because it was a topic that people didn't want to talk about out of previous fear.
Yeah.
And realistically, for example, I can give, don't talk about religion and politics at the table. This is why nobody's clued up about anything of them. Like, why are we not talking about things that shape our culture, shape our society, shape who we are? I would love to be the guy who sparks them conversations, even if it is a bit painful at the time.
I love that. That's good. So in terms of like the religion thing, who came up with that definition? In terms of like, why should we not have that definition? That's the question. Who came up with that?
That one I'm still digging. I love my research. That one I'm still digging. But what I'm coming to see, it feels like there's a huge herd mentality in society. Like, I see a decline in individual thinkers, people who will stand on their opinion and stand on how they see the world. And everybody wants to be the same. I feel like everybody's scared to be ostracized by society. And sometimes you have to remember, we weren't born to blend in.
Yeah.
We were not born to blend in. I can't remember the whole, I know we're too short for time, so I can't remember. Hold on. Little brothers, right? You do know that I'm this live, right? Anyway.
It happens, bro. Yeah, go on.
Gotta love little brothers.
Authentically live broadcast.
But what's it? So it's a case of, we weren't born to hide our shine.
Yeah.
Liberate your light, and other people will see you shining, and that will give them the confidence to shine for themselves. Basically, let your cup run so full, you overflow into others and you fill them up.
My drop. Come on. I love that. All right. Any final words, Abs? Because I know we cannot close for time. Last closing remarks.
No, it's I've been absorbing all the nuggets. So yeah, wise words. So yeah, it's and you know what you said. It's you kind of encapsulated, in a sense, that's the entrepreneur's journey, because you can't follow the herd if you're going to be an entrepreneur. It's tough and it's lonely, but if you put yourself on the right path, is worth it. So yeah, that resonated with me.
It's all about the journey. I mean, at the end of the day, the destination for all of us, no matter where you are in life, is a box 6 foot in the ground. That's your destination. So why are you hurrying?
I love that. Yeah, so I just want to say Tom's and Abs are super grateful for you guys' time here. So we got lots of information we got here for those viewers that's listening. So what we're gonna do with this video, we got a YouTube channel. So for anybody that missed it, you can recap on the YouTube channel. But super grateful for you guys, and I appreciate the experience, man. It's good. I enjoyed it.
You guys, it's been my pleasure. Honestly, it's truly been my pleasure. Thank you for the platform. Dev, thank you for introducing me.
Let's go, man.
I appreciate your time, honestly.
Now you good energy, man. You good energy.
Yeah, thanks for taking the time out. Awesome.
Nah, guys, I shall leave you to it. It's been a pleasure, and Dev, we will catch up very soon. Chief,
definitely.
Love, thank you very much.
Talk to you all soon. Take care.